Today, we will uh, discuss some few programs which are very important for your exam and for the campus interview for all the streams to join IT industry from Linglist. Actually, we are continuing our discussion on B3, so that will be continuing. But meanwhile, in between, we will try to work on some important programs, which I will show you practically. So some important programs which are left to discuss, very important for your exam, I repeat. So the first one that all of us you have know how to create a linked list, the manipulation of linked list. I have shown the program, so you are aware of this, right? And I have sent the material and the programs to you also. So we have discussed single list, double list, circular list. All these uh, programs on these topics have been discussed. The uh, there are some important programs which we should know from linked list. That is, first one, how we can concatenate, how we can um, merge two lists. Considering the lists are single linked list, we have to merge two lists like that. Say, for example, let me present. The screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, let's say these are two existing lists. We have to merge this. Let's say this is the first list and this one is second list. For example, it can be any number of nodes. So merging of two lists can be in two ways. One is that we can create a third list which will which will be a merged form of these two lists, list one and list two. Means if we create a third list where we will uh, copy all the nodes from first list first, then second list. Means our third list will be having the nodes with the key 25, 27, 42, then 10, 17, 30. No matter if the list is sorted or not. Sorting of the list is another program. We won't bother about this, right? So the first way is that with the help of a third list, we will merge these two lists. First list we will copy all the elements from the first list, and then we will copy all the elements from the second list. This can be a uh, method. Another way may be that we will merge list 1 and list 2 into list 1. So after merging without taking the help of any other third list, our result will be this. If this is the list 1, list 1 will be having 25, 27, 42, 10, 17, 30. As for this example, after we complete the program, our list 1 will show the 6 number of nodes instead of 3. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Very easy. Merging, just nothing. Yes. So first we will show how we can merge these two lists, taking a third list. So first we have to create list 1, then we have to create list 2, because we are considering that list exists. So if we make a program on this, we have to create these two lists. Okay. Then we will create a function which will merge these two lists and which will create and another third list, which will be the merged form of these two, right? So let us show that program first and try to understand the code. This one. See that the code will be as same as so for the creation of the list, displaying the list, creating a node, a list. It will be the same structure, will be same, right? But here what we are doing, so list one and list two. This is the root of the linked list one, root of the linked list two, and we will merge this L1 and L2 into three. So first we have to create the linked list one. So the same how we created a linked list in our single list. I discussed the code. Okay, so that is the first one is for that. How many nodes we want to create in L1. Okay, with the scanf, then I have taken a for loop. This way the same. I don't think it should be reiterated, right? Then display L1, we are displaying the linked list. Then the same way we are creating the list too. Instead of root, here we have taken three roots and we have just given the name L1, L2, L3. We can also give the name root 1, root 2, root 3. Okay. So these two lists are created. This. Now the main thing is this concatenate list. This is our main program. We are concerned about this. So we have created a function, which is our own function. We have given the name concat list, concatenation of list, and I will discuss this function. After the list is concatenated, we are just printing the list 3 where the list 1 and list 2 is created, is merged. You can see one difference that with the in the function definition or function prototype for the concat list. Here L1 and L2, for the L1 NDPTR, L1 is NDPTR, L2 is NDPTR type. But for L3, NDPTR star means we have sent the address of L3. Here for L1 and L2, we have not sent the address. But for L3, we are sending the address. Anybody can answer why? I have not sent the address of all the routes for all the three linked lists. Only I have sent the address for L3. Fine. Could anybody answer? Could anybody answer? Anything comes in your mind? Why I have sent the address of the root of the linked list 3 which we are going to create, but we have not sent the address of L1 and L2. Okay, I'm not wasting my time. Let me answer, but I expected the answer from you. See here, L1 and L2, we are not changing anything in linked list 1 and linked list 2. We are not changing anything. We are not changing the root or any node. We are just picking the values. We will just traverse the list 1 and we will just traverse the list 2. So we are not changing anything. So we should not send the address. But here, see, L3 is not created. Only L1 and L3 is created in main. I have sent the L3 as null. L3 as null. I will create the L3 in the function accordingly. While I will merge all the nodes from L1 and L2 in L3, I will create each and every node. First, I will take how we should proceed. That is, first we will take a node from L1. Let's say it is L1 and L2. We will take a node from L1, then we will copy in the first node in the linked list tree. Then we will move to the second node of the L1. Then this node, content of this node must be copied to the second node of the L3. But before that, we have to create that node. Then I will copy that this 27. Then I will move to the third node containing 42. Then I have to, what I have to do? I have to copy this third node into the third node of the list tree which I am going to create. But before we copy, we have to create the node. So every time before we copy the content from the L1 or L2 from any node, we have to create a node. So at that time we are creating since L3 is not created beforehand, right? L3 is not created. L3 पहले से यहाँ पे created नहीं था, इसलिए हम बार बार L3 का हर each and every node create कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? Every time we are going to create the node, and this way we are proceeding. So let us come back to the discussion. So this is a simple create function which you know for the creation of list. Here concatenate list. This is the main function which we are discussing. So L1, we sent this L1 here. This is a calling function L1 and L2. Simply I have caught these L1 and L2 in two variables and individual variables. But here this variable will be end bit star because we are sending the address of root L3. Address of root L3. So definitely end bit star, isn't it? Hello, all of you understanding, na?
Yes,
So we
sir.
are sending, since we are sending the address,
Yes, sir.
since root is a pointer variable, so address of root must be held by a variable which will be a pointer to pointer. So indicator star at L3, right? Now what we are doing, I have taken a simple individual variable which will be required in the program. Now while L1 means I have to traverse the linked list 1 first. I have to traverse this linked list 1 first. And while traversing, I will be picking each and every node, means content of each and every node from L1, and I will copy that node. But before I copy, I have to create different nodes where I will store these 25, 27, 42, isn't it? So that's why first I have to copy, and first I have to check whether the list at least has any node or not. Means list is null or not. List means the third list which you are creating, right? So first time when we are sending this one, the list tree is not created, list tree is null because I have sent the list tree as null. I have not created any node over here, so list tree is null by default. So when the first node when we have to create our first node, we have to create the list just like creation of list. So if not star L3 within L1 while traversing, first we have to check whether the list tree contains any node. No, it is not containing any node. Initially it was null in our main program. So if not star R3 means if L3 is equal to null. Yes, first time it is true because L3 was null. So this will be valid. So then we have to create a node. Okay, and we have star L3 get node means now the root of the L3 will get a node instead of null. It was initially null. Now it will get an address. Okay, means it will have a node. Now that node will be copied a variable temp, because I told you earlier at the time of discussion that we cannot move the root of any list. We cannot, when we traverse a list, we cannot move the root. Root will be fixed. What we can do, how to traverse, what we can do, rather we can copy the content of root to any variable, temporary variable, and that temporary variable we can traverse. We cannot move because if the head is changed, then that will be lost now. So only we can keep track of any linked list with its head or root. So root cannot be changed. Rather, we can do one thing, we can copy the content of root to any variable temp and we can traverse with that temp variable, right? That is exactly what we have done here. We have copied that root in temp. Root means L3. Star L3 means our root of the linked list tree, right? So this is valid for the first node where we are creating the first node in for the linked list tree. Now what we will do? We will store the first. We will store the first node content of this node to that first node of the list tree what we have just created, right? That is temp arrow data. Temp now holds the first node of the list tree. Now temp arrow data is L1 arrow data. Means from L1, now here from this L1 arrow data means 25. From L1, this data will be copied to the first node of the list 3. Okay, L1 arrow data. Now what we have to do? We have to move to the second node. Our purpose is to copy all the nodes of the list 1 first, from the list 1 to list 3, and then we'll copy all the nodes, content of all the nodes from the second list to the third. One by one we will be copying. Okay, so now we have to move to the second node of the list 1. Second node for example, say this one. Now we are checking whether this is a null or not. Now this a node is there, second node is there, so one is not null, L1 is not null. L1 is not null, so it will be true. Then control will enter the loop, but this time it will not be valid. It will be only valid for the first time when L3 was null. But now at least first node is created, so L3 will not be null anymore. So control will enter the else construct, right? Else construct. Now what I have to do right now, if an L3 is created, our temp is holding here. Now temp arrow next is null first time. So temp arrow next, we have to create a node with the get node function, and we have to link that second node to the first node. So temp arrow next will be get node. If it is temp, and so this will be if it is temp, if I create a second node over here for the third list, right? So what I have to do? Temp next is get node. Get node creates a function, and then that node is linked with the temp node, right? Then I will move the temp over here. So for the third list I'm talking about. So that is what exactly we have done. Temp arrow next is get node. This is the creation of the second node for the third list and linking that node with the first node. Then I have to move the temp to that second node, so that in the second node I can copy the content of the second node of L1 to the second node of the list tree. This temp actually keeps track of the each and every node of list tree, right? So exactly what we have done here, temp arrow data is L1 arrow data. Now L1 arrow data means the second content of the second node. We are copying to the temp. Then again we are moving the L1 to the third node. Okay, the same thing we are repeating. So until and unless L1 reaches to the end of the list, it will continue, and at the time of the traversal, each and every node will be copied to the third third list. Okay, so when we get the end of list, means null, means with this logic, while L1, this means what? L1 not equal to null, you know. So when L1 will be equal to null, means this, when L1 will come here, L1 will be not equal, will be null, then loop will terminate. Then control will enter in the second loop with the linked list 2. And the same way what we have done here for the L1, same way we will be copying each and every element of the linked list 2, and we will copy all these elements to the L3, same way, right? So this way, these two lists will be merged. But after, for example, for this example, after we get all the 6 nodes in list 3, 25, 27, 42, then 10, fourth node will be 10, fifth node will be 17, and sixth node will be 30. For the third list, I have to make the next part of the last node null explicitly, otherwise that list will not be terminated. So explicitly we have to do that. That's why after we end, before we end the function, concatenate function, we are making temp arrow next is null. You know that temp is only keeping track of the third list. So after all the nodes are copied from the list 1 and list 2 to the into the list 3, I have to make the next part of the last node null explicitly. Otherwise, the list 3 will not be terminated. Got it? Now let us execute the program. How many nodes you want to create in L1? Let's say 4 nodes. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. Linked list 1 displays this number of nodes what we have entered. Now how many nodes you have to create the second list? How many nodes you want to create in list 2? Let's say 5 nodes. Okay. Let's say 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, right? Linked list 2 is 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now after we call the function concatenate list, okay, concatenate list. Okay, this function returns this one, linked list 3, with all the nodes from the list 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. Are you watching, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Linked
sir.
list
Yes, sir.
contains these 4 nodes from the list 1, and then linked list 3 contains the elements of the list 2, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Got it? Okay. So why I have discussed this program, because this is very important program. You can also expect an algorithm. I don't know whether you will be getting any program, any question where you will be asked to write any code or not, but my purpose is that this is a subject. If you don't apply with the code, merely reading the theoretical part will not will not generate any interest for you. That's why sometimes uh, I show the code for you, and you will feel good, you will feel interested, because this is a subject. Practical implementation is mandatory. Okay, so even if you can get a question where you will be asked to write a code, a function. Okay, if you are asked to write a function to concatenate two lists in a third one, if you know there's a technique to write answer also. If anyone starts writing from the beginning, starts writing the code from the beginning, that will be a wastage of time, huge time. So what is the technique? The first technique is that definition of struct node, this one, okay, and this one, then main, and this one. First this definition, type def ndp test, this definition, skipping all this, void concatenate, only this one you have to write. Then from main individual L1, L2, L3, this one. That's all. Now dot 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 dot. Considering, and just you will write with a comment that considering that list one and list two exist, then dot 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 you have to write, then only you will call this function directly concatenate list. Keeping all these things in, I am talking about that at the time of exam when you will be writing in your copy, you should not write all these codes. Okay, otherwise you will not get time. So only concatenate list, then directly you will go for writing this function, only this function, because only this function will give you the number. Examiner will check only this function. Okay. And in data structure algorithm, this kind of question you will that they will not ask you, no question will be in such a way that write a program. Always you will see write a function. They ask to write a function. And even you can get a question that write an algorithm. If you know the code, if you understand the code, writing this logic in step by step, I think is very easy, right? Isn't it? So you can write the algorithm very easily. So this was a very important program. So many times it came in the exam. Now the second version of this concatenation and merging, I have what I told you that now we will merge two lists in any existing one. It may be in list 1 or list 2. We will not go for creating any third list. We will merge all the nodes of list 1 and list 2 either in list 1 or list 2. Now, considering we will be merging all these nodes in list 1, let us see how we can write code. Screen is visible, na? Hello? 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 Am I audible to you? Hello? What happened? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Concatenate list to two lists in one. I have given the name concatenate linked list 2 in 1. Okay. Here the code is very short code. Here, this is the concatenate list. Why? Because what we will do, we will merge two lists in list 1. So after we have to traverse the list 1 first, isn't it? Then we will not traverse the list 2 anymore. What we will do, we will just make this null with the, we will just replace this null value with the address of list 2. Got it? So first we have to reach at the end of the linked list 1. Then after the end of the list
Yes,
1,
sir.
we will get a null in the next part of this node, right? So we will just replace this null value with the address of this root 1, means this will be our pattern, this will be, right? We will make this link here. Got it? So first we have to traverse. So exactly what we have done this one. See, everything remains same. Everything remains same as before. First we are creating the first list, create L1, then create L2, we are displaying L2, concatenate, I have changed the name, concatenate list 2 in 1. So no third list is there, you can see, no L3, no third list is there. But here I am sending the address of both L1 and L2. Okay, now modified linked list 1. So uh, we are merging these two lists in L1, first list, and then eventually we are displaying the list 1. So this concatenate list L1. NDBDAT temp. If not star L1, it may so happen that list 1 is not created. Means I forgot to put the data in list 1. Then our list merging means the list 2 will be our list 1, isn't it? If the first list no node is present in the list 1, then our list 2 will be our list 1. That's why we have done this. Got it? Okay. Means if C is equal to A plus B, if A is absent, or if A is A plus B rather, if A is A plus B, if A is absent, then A will be B after addition, like that. Okay. Now else part, what we are doing? We are just going to traverse the list 1 with the temp variable. I repeat, I told you that I cannot I cannot move the root of any list. Okay, so what I have done, I have copied the root to an to a temporary NDBDAT type variable. Okay, so temporary NDBDAT temp is star L1. Star L1 means L1, right? While temp arrow next, what does it mean? This means while temp now, if I follow this picture, here temp is present. The temp arrow, while temp arrow next means while temp arrow next not equal to null. Fine. Temp arrow next not equal to null. In this case, if I put three data, if I create three nodes in for L1, okay, that is more than one. So definitely temp arrow next will not be equal to null. Temp arrow next will be having some address of the second node. So right now temp is pointing here. So temp arrow next is not equal to null. So this will be true. Temp arrow next not equal to null. This means temp arrow next not equal to null. Okay. So if it is true, then temp is temp arrow next. This is in a loop. Only one statement is there in this loop. You can omit the bracket also. Okay. But sometimes students mix up with these two statements. Actually, this statement is out of the while. That's why I put it under bracket. So temp is temp arrow next means now if it is true, the first time temp is here, temp arrow next not equal to null. If it is true, then temp will be moved. Temp is temp arrow next. Temp is temp arrow next. Then again, temp arrow next not equal to null. Yes, temp is pointing second node. Temp arrow next not equal to null. Yes, it's true. Then temp is temp arrow next. Now temp moves here. Now temp arrow next not equal to null. No. As for this example, if the contents is three nodes, then temp arrow next now becomes null. Means how many number of nodes may be when it will point to the last node of the list 1. That time temp arrow next will be null at time at the when we will travel it. So loop will terminate, and by the time temp has been moved, our purpose of this loop, our purpose of this loop is to move the temp to the last node of the list 1. Because after the last node, we will connect that node with the first node of the second list, isn't it? Our purpose is to connect this last
Yes, sir.
node with the first node of the second list. So I have to reach over here at the last node now. So this while is for that. This while loop is for that purpose. Okay. So after we reach to the last node, now what we are doing? After we reach the last node means now, right now, temp arrow next is null. Okay. So what we are doing, temp arrow next, we are assigning the address of the root of the second list. Temp arrow next is star L2. Star L2 means root. Okay. Content of this address means L2. So we are connecting this one. Okay. So now let us compile and run. Let's say 4 nodes. 20, 30, L2. Let's say 5 nodes. 100, 200. It is not mandatory that you have to supply the values in sorted order. You can supply any or in any order. 300, 400, 500. Yes. First list one was this 10, 20, 30, 40. Linked list 2 is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Now modified linked list 1 means after this some nodes, these nodes are being added. 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. All these nodes are added. Okay. Now this is, we end with the modified linked list 1. Got it? Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Any question? Actually, this was very important. And one more important program on the single list is left. 2 or 3 programs are there. One is that reverse of the list. Means we will reverse a list. We will just change the direction. Means here, for example, this is on a list. I will now, this is the first node, this second node, this is last node. So after we reverse, this will be our first node, this will be our second node, this will be our third node. We can do in 2 ways. One is we can create with the help of second node. We can do, means when we will create the second node, which will be a reverse form of the first list. When we will create a second list, which will be reverse from the first one, what we will do? We will store the last node to the first node of the second list. When then we will take, means rather what we will do, we will take the first node. We have to reverse from the beginning to the end of the list for the first list. So what we will do, we will take the first node and we will move to its the second node. Means move it to the first node of the first list 2, the reverse list. Then what we will do, we will take this 27 and we will put this 27 not here. We will put this 27 before the first node. This way we will always keep on adding, add before. So at times you will see that we have got a list, created a list, another list, which is just reverse form of this list 1, isn't it? Means if we always keep on add at beginning, right? Then at times what will get, the last node of the first list will be the first node of the second one. So taking a second list, we can reverse all the nodes of the first list, or without taking even, there is a code where we don't have to take any second list. We will just reverse the link of the existing list 1. Only this that list will have the reverse link itself. So the 2 forms are there for this program. So that we will discuss in that next class or any other class. So, but I think we have left a few discussion on the B tree. So in the next class we will start with that, continue with that discussion. Okay. So let's do the session. What
Okay.
I will suggest all of you that you you just study the last 5 years question and you collect the questions from each and every chapter. Okay, and you check whether you are able to solve these questions or not, so that you can take preparation from now, so that it will not be a headache for you at the time of exam, right? If you check preparation from now. So just check the questions to the previous year. I will also check the previous year questions. What kind of questions means you will be getting? We will get an idea, isn't it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So let us conclude. If you have any question, you can ask me to the discussion. Otherwise, we will conclude the session. Do you have any question? If anybody has
No,
any
sir.
question, ask. Okay, so let's conclude today's discussion. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.